Alright, what's going on this evening? Always doing my late night videos. We're approaching midnight here on a Monday night. Forgive my voice if it's a little lower. I'm getting over a little head cold, scratchy throat crap going around. But I wanted to show off this one. I'll do some more videos of the orange one. I know that seems to be a few people's favorites. Not as many views as I'm anticipating, but I've had quite a few comments of people that like the orange Fender Squier bullet. But this one here, this Blue Ocean right here, I'll go over the mods real quickly, and I'll go over the standard features. This is a made in Indonesia in the Quart Factory 03 series Squier Bullet Special. They call it special because this series only had one humbucker. As far as the mods, it has a Nazgul pickup by Seymour Duncan. Extremely high output, very aggressive pickup with a lot of attack, a lot of definition, and it's very well articulated. No matter how hard you're picking or how soft you're picking, it's very responsive. Standard features, it is a basswood body, rosewood fretboard. It does have the maple neck with the traditional rosewood skunk stripe, they call it, little stripe going through the back. It's got a hardtail bridge, which is actually a, oh man, what do they call that? It's a top loader, which I actually really like it. It's got a lot of sustain running through here. And this was their cobalt blue body, and I've never done anything to the pick guard yet. I'm hoping to probably put a pearl pick guard on here, give it some, make it look a little cooler cosmetically, but black looks sharp for right now. And it's got the original style, just a standard Squier headstock, whereas the orange one's got the old 70s CBS style headstock. But a lot of people are requesting to hear some clean styles, and we're going to do it tonight. Pick up at full volume. Let's back the volume off a little bit here. Back up, all the way rolled up. So you get some pretty chimey cleans out of it. I like that this is a very aggressive pickup though. The cleans actually, when the volume's buried, you get a little bit of grit in there, just a little hair, you know. Sounds good. Let's do a little effect. I've been writing some songs lately at my little home studio here in the corner. Do have a fret wrap, so when we get to the aggressive tones I'm going to do later this evening, it mutes a little bit of the string noise. But let's see what it sounds like with a little effect. The effects we're running tonight are the, I'll just say the signal chain. It's always in the description, but we're running through the orange Dark Terror into an Ignitor cabinet. It's a Rebel 112. But as far as what the guitar is going through is the Moyer 001 preamp pedal. It's they call it gas station. It's emulating the tones of a diesel Hagen, which is actually pretty sick. The diesel amps are fantastic, and Moyer is getting closer to emulating some of those tones. They've got a whole pedal lineup of preamps, and they're amazing, especially for recording purposes in smaller spaces and stuff like that. And then I'm also running a Trinity T2, which is a reverb hall pedal. It's very similar to the Hall of Fame, but a little more, has more haunting tones, you know, being that I play metal and some progressive rock and all different types of stuff, but mostly aggressive music. The tones I like with the cleans, I like to have more of that chamber tone, that plate reverb, you know, type of palette of sounds. So we're going to run that tonight with some cleans and then get into the heavy stuff. But most of my videos I jump right into the darker vibe, the heavier vibe, listen to the chugs in this, listen to the attack on that. And this night I want to show off this guitar because I like it a lot for the warmer, clean tones. Really nice clean tone, especially with that effect. It gives a little extra glassiness. If I'm playing it dry, sometimes I like to just do these clicky type rhythmic patterns, and then do an overdub when I'm recording of the same thing with a delay that's ping-ponging back and forth. But since I'm not running a delay right now in this video, that probably would have been smart. But I'll show you the clicky vibe, and then I'll engage the reverb to give it that double type effect. So with delay, that should give you a better idea of what it sounds like with some cleans. And now we can engage some heavier tones with the Moyer gas station. Let's roll the volume off on this so you could hear the intensity of this Seymour Duncan Nazgul. It's off. You just hear the tone of the wood of the guitar. Intensity. Scratchy nose, dang cold. Anyway, hope the sounds are coming through. Once again, I'm using the Rode Video Mic Me. Sorry I'm getting over one of those head colds out there, but I just had to film anyway. I really like this guitar. It's simple. It's considered entry level, but when you put the right stuff in it, I don't know if I went over all the mods. Forgive me if I'm forgetting, but yes, the Nazgul pickup. I know we went over that. It's rewired similar to the SoCal Charvels, since those are some of my favorite model guitars. I want to model this inexpensive one after that. And the inside wiring also consists of a CTS 500K pot with a speed volume, speed roller, whatever they call it. And tonight on this guitar I'm using 52s. These are 10 to 52 gauge strings. They're M Steels by M Steel, Ernie Balls. Heavy strings. They give you that genty tone when you pick up higher. Usually you pick up higher on the neck pickup, but since this doesn't have a neck pickup, it's actually pretty sick. It's got this additional, like, sharp attack going on. Sounds cool as it phases out right there. I just want to give you guys a little taste of what this sounded like clean for a big portion of the video, and then of course a little dirty phase there. But I know we're approaching 20 minutes, but I also want to discuss the Trinity T2. It's one of my favorite pedals for doing more of the darker stuff because of this setting right here. It's ridiculous right here. It's very haunting, very creepy, very screwed up sound, but I love it. Anything that has a good tone to the listener, to the player, I'm really big on tones. You know, there's no wrong or right way to achieve your tone. But this tone right here I use a lot when I'm overdubbing, you know, a heavy sharp rhythm and a drum progression. I'm also a drummer. I don't know if anyone's seen the silly video where I played drums a little bit before I went on a property showing and ripped the foam off the damn wall with my back as I was supposed to ease out of the drum set. It's a very small studio, but I was in a hurry, and that's a great video if you want to see it on there. It's on my page, but on my channel. But anyway, this tone here is going to decline in pitch and increase in pitch through one cycle. That's some dark stuff right there. That's a great tone. You can even play it on the higher strings. Stuff like that. It's a great pedal. Get yourself one. That is a TC Electronic T2 Trinity pedal. It's got, I want to say, let's see, 8, 9, it's got 10 different settings, and then it's also got a tone print, which is pretty sick. Tone print, you link it directly to your iPhone or Droid or whatever you got, Samsung Galaxies and stuff. You hook it to your phone, and there's a whole plethora of different tones, including artist tones and samples that they actually use. One of my favorites on there is Troy's from A Perfect Circle. He's got some great sounds. This is the tone print. This is Troy's tone print right here. I'll just keep it going. It's just a little shimmer in there and a little bit of tremolo you can almost hear. Anyway, that's going to do it for the evening hour. Hope everybody enjoys this video. Hope everyone enjoyed the sound of this little Squier mod here. Get yourself one. They're awesome. Even if it's just something to kick it around the house and write songs in. But I actually use this for recording because it has been modded and redone. And even a simple, inexpensive guitar with the right stuff put into it, you can make it sound pretty damn impressive. And no one will know the difference on tape but you. But anyway, I hope to catch you guys next time. And if you like these little videos I'm doing in this little studio here, please subscribe. I'll bring a lot more to the plate. And I'm going to be that one that's different. I'm sure there's other people out there, but there's no post-production done in these videos. There's no fancy programming. I love what the other guys are doing. I'm a huge fan with different YouTubers out there. I watch it all the time. If not for inspiration or for advice on different recording techniques or just learning different things on guitar. But I like to record just the raw sound on a phone so people can hear what they're getting. I am using, once again in this video, the Rode. Let me get this so people can see what the box looks like. The Rode Video Mic Me, if everyone can see this here. This does bring a really good tone to the table, good palette of sound. Just if you hear any of these videos on monitor speakers or if you're listening through headphones, it's going to sound very, very nice and pleasing to the ear. The sound you just get it from a phone isn't that loud, or a laptop or something like that. But this is a directional microphone for the Apple iPhone or the iPad, and it is the actual Rode microphones. These are fantastic. It's going to give you the furry little windshield you can use sometimes. I use this a lot during recording. It works well for voice, but for music sometimes I like to leave it wide open. It does have a headphone playthrough jack, and I want to say, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I think this is the real Rode. These aren't coming from China. Yeah, these are made in Australia. Australian made and owned. These are Rode microphones. Definitely legit shit right here. So get yourself one. It's called the Video Mic Me. That helps me with these recordings a lot more. And a lot more folks have commented that they like the sound. Hearing it just raw in a bedroom, you know, because a lot of this nice gear that's out there and pro gear that people are reviewing, like myself, you're hearing it processed. You're hearing it through a really nice Shure 58 or a Shure 57. I mean, when I'm recording, I use those too. Got one right here. But I don't do it on my YouTube channel. I want it to just be what you hear in the room. Stay tuned if anyone's interested out there. I am going to do a longer video sometime this week or next week to show off my small little home studio and what I'm using to achieve the sounds I get on the CDs that I press and make and on certain albums and stuff that I write. I'll show off the drum kit. I'm going to go over the cymbals. I'm going to go over the mics I'm using. I'm going to go over the guitars. A lot of things to get the sounds, including the vocal mics, the overheads in the studio, the ambient room mics. Home studios have come a long way these days. I'm not running Pro Tools, Logic, or anything fancy. I have places I can go to do that. I live in Nashville, and there's a lot of great professional studios. But at the home, I'm using the Yamaha AW16G and my KRK V4 monitors. They've never failed me. I love those monitors. The KRK original V4s have been around. I've probably been using those since 2005, 2004. Kevlar Mylar speakers. I mean, those are great monitors for home studio use. I've seen a lot of others on the market, and I'm not going to knock other companies and stuff, but as far as KRK, I'm not a big fan of the Rockets. The sound of the Rockets does not come close to the V4s, the V8s, any of that. But anyway, I'm going to cut this video short. It's getting a lot longer than I expected, almost a half hour here, but I hope you guys enjoyed the Fender Squier. Once again, that was a basswood body, basswood, however you want to say it, and stay tuned. I want to go over this little home studio with you guys so you can get a bird's eye view of what goes on in this little setup here, and stay tuned for more. If you like these videos, please subscribe, like, and share. Sorry I'm getting over a cold, so I'm not the most energetic animated guy today, but stay tuned. A lot of cool stuff for 2018 I have planned for you guys. Thanks again. Catch you later.